They don't give the ice. Oh, you got ice in there. Okay. You got the ice. Come see, come sa. Bullshit.
What?
Bullshit. Bullshit. But
No, but that's the whole life actually. If you getting older, then my father, he was about 50. Then in Holland that time it was easy, not easy, but when you had some health problems, they finalize you and they say, okay, you finish working. We give you, let's say, 1,500 something, just enough to live on. So when he was around 50, earlier already,
yeah, you got
even younger he was, because he was a carpenter, with the woodwork. He was enormous good. He was an artist, let's say. But he worked in the factory for his family. You know what I mean? Just like a regular job. And then he did for himself. He did like he had an own workshop for himself. You know, like he made wardrobes. Fancy things, anything. He could make anything. He could build a house. He had golden hands, you know what I mean? So he had a very good talent from that. So he worked there in the factory, and then maybe 10 years, longer, 10, 15 years. And then the boss came and he said, this young guy, he's gonna teach you how to do something like that. You know what I mean? First, my dad thought that he had to teach him. You understand what I mean? But on the other hand, it was to control him and to then he didn't have interest in work anymore because he was so focused on that job.
he was a master carpenter then.
He felt disappointed in life.
What country was that in?
Netherlands.
Oh, Netherlands.
So then he, what I said, then he was 40 or 50, I don't know exactly, quite young. And they said, okay, you don't need to work anymore.
Oh, he got a disability.
Yeah.
Okay, good enough.
Okay, he had some issues, of course. First he was alcoholic, later he had something in his brain. He had a heavy accident before. So there was some problems. He had always had accidents. Anyway, but then I came to my father. I was working. I had a seafood shop.
Oh, you always did seafood?
Mobile shop, yeah, mobile shop. I had a sale, you know, like many kinds of seafood, smoked, fresh, fried, everything. We did everything. And
we make a lot of money in America, I'll tell you.
Yeah, but that time in Holland you could also make money, but now it's America, I think the same. Okay, if you have a good location, you have the right people, you know, then you can make money. But now it's very hard, you know that. Everything is too competitive. And the big men, they want to take everything.
Always, the whole world. The big companies suck it all up.
They never enough.
They're
so greedy, they like crocodiles, you know?
Yeah.
Never full. But anyway.
A crocodile never full, huh?
I came to my
I just learned something. Crocodiles never full.
And I tell you that about my German friend here. And fine. When I came to him and I gave him some ideas, I said, Dad, you are just 60 or something. 55, 60. He said, you can do a lot, you have to. This road is not for me, he said. And he kept it till he was 75, then he passed away. But I mean, so he had a beautiful life, you know what I mean? Not beautiful, but he understood. Now I understand him. Why he said, why you should run around, why you should worry, why you...
Yes, right.
It has no sense.
Did he have children?
And you know, like these people, not all, most of them, they are so educated, so brainwashed, and so plain stupid.
Yeah. They walk with the blinder on. They're like
But you tell them, they even don't listen. Because
they don't listen.
No, but if the Vietnamese, they listen. Even the Vietnamese tell the other they listen. So yesterday, we go to the beach with my son to play football a bit. Always I try to do it.
been here what, about 20 years, right? I forgot.
Yeah,
Long
something
time,
like
right?
that. Yeah. So
much experience.
I see the trees. They
So
have
much
the beautiful
experience.
fruit on the trees. I don't know if you know on the beach side.
Yeah.
We always go to Happy Beach. You know that Happy Beach?
What section?
Yeah,
We're Happy Beach.
She know that. I think
Happy Beach.
voorheen it was Bonmoor before. It was a very nice place. Bonmoor.
How do you say?
Bonmoor.
Bonmoor.
But now it's Happy Beach. Anyway, I go there. Yeah. Before. Four seasons. Now they make in the front they have Happy Beach.
And across from Sheraton?
No, it's
What hotel by Sheraton? Remember by Sheraton we used to go, everybody speak French there. All the Europeans would go under the veranda.
Yeah, but no, that's another. Let me see. It's near the big square.
Oh, the roundabout.
Near the roundabout.
Yeah.
But if you come from the city roundabout, then left directly. Directly left from the beach. Yeah. Now you know it. What I mean?
Yeah.
That was before. I think you remember that. There was that restaurant, that shit restaurant, but now
the
they sell
restaurant.
all these bad products. That was a very calm, nice place. Open, and everybody could so walk on the beach. A lot of people would sell some things, but they were not disturbing them. You know what I mean? They came, they make a talk with you, and they were happy. When I got some friends or foreigners over, okay, they rip them a little bit off. Okay, no problem. They come 2 weeks, 3 weeks, no problem. You know what I mean? That they not rip them off, but they took some money from them.
Yeah.
They give you a massage, or they sell something else, whatever. But they were nice people, it was so nice.
And it changed.
And now they make everything closed and stupid. But that's one thing. But that's another story. But about the trees are so beautiful. And they have this fruit on it.
You know what I teach you tell me about it? About the trees. The fruit, remember you picked it? The fruit. All the little fruits and stuff. Yeah, it's so lovely.
They are very good.
Yeah, and you can eat it. You should come here and talk.
Let me sit down. Let me sit
Oh,
down.
okay.
Read it. And then there was this year there was a boom. You know what this idiot did?
They chopped down the tree.
Not the whole tree, but all the from before it is ripe. If they wait 2 weeks, it's ripe. Hundreds, thousands of fruit they cut down.
That's Vietnam.
No knowledge, no anything, no thinking.
Nothing.
Look, if my boss say, you're going to cut that date, okay, I go there, but I see all the fruit, then I come back to my boss. I was there. Can you have a look? Because he get the credit and he want the credit. And then he's happy, he said, oh yeah, we do it later, I will change it. But you know, they just say, we're going to do it this week. Wait. What?
Always that way. When I used to do nail salons and restaurants, assist the Vietnamese, they just do. All the problems I got them out of, I have to go government, all kinds of shit. And I talk my way out of 90% of everything without paying fines or seeing judges. Nail salons, I'm like, you gotta have a permit. You gotta have a license. Plumber. It's the law. All you're gonna do is you're gonna pay the guy the $30,000. You know it's too much money, but guess what? You got a nail salon. You're gonna be doing 100 nail salons. I redesign everything. You know, all kinds of business, from new construction to redesign. I do from number 1 to number 9, from letter A to letter Z. I do complete. everything with real estate. Even I find Section 8 housing where the government pays the money. So if you're an investor, I go to the government, I do the paperwork. But besides the paperwork, I'm the general. I have to remodel everything, and sometimes we got the buildings out. So we turn them to be mixed-use buildings. They're commercial downstairs, and if you're smart, you run your own business.
Yeah.
Even I did a strip mall a long time ago, and I said, just do this. You rent out 2 or 3, you got some guaranteed money, and open up a store, open up two restaurants, open up a coffee house, and nail. You're making a ton of money. You own the property and you own the business. That was our modular for doing franchising. So we have at least 4 businesses. You get all the growth, you get all the money. Well, I don't know whatever happened. They probably end up opening up a lot of them. The Vietnamese and Chinese and Taiwanese, mostly Vietnamese. Jag-off partnership. So you're right. The way their brains are is stupidity. They can't wait 2 weeks, okay, for all these lovely, and it costs a lot of money, them little fruits. I think I know the ones you're talking about. Them things are about $600,000-700,000 a kilo they use for medicine. Maybe it's more. If that's the special ones, my wife knows.
It's the round one, and then they get purple, now they are green. But before there were a few on the trees. And I eat them when I go to swimming. Not eat, but you can suck them dry. Lovely, tasty. And I didn't know, but now you tell me it's even medicine. It's good for you.
If that's the one, it's probably 1.4 or 2.4 million a kilo, but they make special medicine out of it. And it's stupid. And they're from here, they should know it. It's like you said, cost. Wait for 2 weeks, okay, it's just 1 tree. Then we cut down the tree, or instead of cutting it down, they can dig it up and replant it. You got a big tree like that, they have the trucks here, it's nothing. They can get in prison, put it over there, and relocate. Just like the nice bushes. Like the real nice ones like that, the non-get loaded. But they call traditional Vietnam with the multi-colors. They chopped them all down to the north over here. Mr. Duck had property. He owned a medicine factory. He was a friend of mine. He died. Too bad. Nice guy. But they had all beautiful to the north, all the big beautiful bushes. They chopped them all down. They couldn't just dig them up and replant. That tree is the heart of Vietnam. It's just beautiful. So you're right. They're just fucking assholes. You've been here for, what other cities did you live?
Mostly in Toronto.
Well, maybe too. They fucked us all up. They fuck up a wet tree. That's a saying. They would fuck up a wet tree. A wet dream is, okay, remember when you were a young man and you're like this? Okay, well, sometimes something comes out, or you're a young man and you're sleeping. Well, guess what? They fucked everything up here so much, they fucked up a wet dream. So it's basically the most wonderful, wonderful dream. You're in love, making love, everything's so wonderful. They fucked it up here. This should have been such a beautiful city. The fruits, the vegetables, the banana trees, the pineapples. They should have, in Chicago we have a fest. We celebrate, where I come from, we celebrate the mushroom. Cicero, Bowen, Western Suburb, the Holy Day. Because we still European thing, and they know about mushrooms. So we had this big parade of presidents came there, for this parade. Bush #1 came there. And I don't know if Ronald Reagan came. Ronald Reagan did want to come, but too much mafia in my area. So, and we're Republicans. Well, Ronald Reagan, he ended up, he didn't come. He was scheduled to come. But they don't want to come to this parade because in the 1980s, a lot of bullshit was going on, so. But the point is, we did things right. Me too. You know, I just
But
didn't
he
like
was also a
Reaganomics.
Republican. He was also a Republican.
Yeah. But the Reaganomics and a lot of things, you know, it busted the union, and then everybody came to Asia. That was the. We had environmental
been here?
protection. I came here. We talked before about the same time period. I came here 19 years ago because this Peter Wayne guy, his parent died, so I wanted to come. Peter Wang, Puang, Huynh, Wing or something. Yeah, but he is VQ, just a hustler. You know, guy, you know, nail salons and gambling guy, and, you know, that's it. Invest in whatever. Just a hustler guy, good talker. You know, you get the money from the people. Or, yeah, it's nice, you know. Yeah, I'm just not fortunate enough, you know, to get investors. It's just not my thing. You know, it should be.
We are too honest. We are too honest. That is the problem. Too honest.
I had to shake your hand. You're right, too honest.
Yeah, we're too honest, and then we cannot lie and you know, make a story for what?
Let me see this.
It is like it is.
Like doing food and stuff. Here's the facts. Okay, right now, 3-4 months, we're not going to sell shit. All right, we're not going to sell breaded fish. We're not going to sell, example, ice cream. It's wintertime. Who's going to buy ice cream in wintertime? Plus, you have a lot of competition. We could, if you just want to do buy one get one free and work on small margin. The people like ice cream. You can't pass up the deal. But then the people's going to be, well, no, why would you do that? You know what I mean? Then it's argumentative. So if you say the truth and something's really logical, so you gotta lie. You know, and that's what the people do. So when the fuck you lie, everybody's used to lying. You're so right. It's hard to tell the truth. They think you're lying. It's good you got 19, 20 years experience over here. You see the bullshit like you said. Fucking brains fucked up. You know, the VQ told me for years and everything. I don't believe nobody. I have to see myself. But like you, I met people in Netherlands and stuff. You won't see. But the whole world, a lot of people talk bullshit, they tell lies. But here the fuck they don't stop. They master grind. It's just a way of life and the stupidity, like you said. It kills me. I see buildings, big buildings, 5-star. They don't use them. Then it fall apart after 4 or 5 years, and they have to demolish it.
Yeah, but, oh yeah, that's what
You know, the one building down there.
It's logic. For us it's logic.
Yeah, for us it's logic,
But for us it's stupid. It's unlogic. Like the 2 buildings near the marine.
They're falling apart.
Yeah. If you make them livable, right? And you're gonna sell them. First you make them safe.
Yeah,
Then you make them
safe.
First you make them safe that it stands for another 50 years or something. Then you're gonna sell them. Oh yeah, then you're gonna make them livable. You know that people that they come that they can change what they want, but just everything basic. Okay, then you're gonna sell them to foreigners.
Yeah.
Say to foreigners, okay, you can own it 50 years, 100%.
Yeah.
That means, and if you, for example, you are 70, you don't live 50 years. So, okay. Then you can write it down on your wife or your child. That we allow, that we make in the contracts. Then you will see all the foreigners, not all, but a lot of foreigners, they like to buy an apartment there. And let's say you sell it for $100,000. Just the price, not so important.
Yeah.
But then you have there 400 foreigners who spend real money here.
Yeah.
Every month, let's say 1,000. Let's say 1,000.
Yeah, at least 1,000. Yeah.
They have a cleaning lady who gets they have somebody who bring them. So economic, you don't focus on the tourism. Because the tourism they only get the small group, they get the money.
Yeah, they don't know how to get the money, you're right. They make difficult, they have to afford for travel. Even if I met, she's very wealthy. You know the buildings all the way at the very end? It's probably the worst investment ever in the world. All the way to the north, in the corner. There's nothing more.
Oh yeah, now they're building also some high-rises or something.
Yeah, they're pissing away their money. What's the deal there? It's just to sit over there? Yeah, and they're 200 and something thousand. I went in that building when they first start going up. It's crumbling.
Yeah.
Over here too, because they don't have mix the concrete. I used to do concrete. I'm not a specialist in it, but you got to mix it correctly.
Stay long.
No, it's already crumbling. They had security by the parking lot today because it's crumbling outside.
So, but how long you think they can
They'll just keep on repairing it. It's just a facade on the inside. You know, as long as the beams are okay.
Yeah. As long as the iron.
Yeah, the iron's okay. That's all. As long as the iron's okay, the iron's okay.
But you're not sure if that's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Because by us, they have to do scanners. They scan everything. These big ass high-rise Chicago, New York, California, no, they have high tech. They want to make sure and they go test it. Not over here. It won't crumble.
Ah, you mean they crumble already? Yeah. See there,
Yeah. They're going inside. You go by Nick Chan University. The high rises there. That was like we're all the same, horrible construction. No workmanship, no nothing. It isn't American, European style when the Europeans came. Beautiful, like your father, the craft, the Czechs, the Bohemians, the Slovenians. Where I grew up, they came. And the Italians with the marble, the Greeks with marble and workmanship. They put love in it. Now they can't even mix the stuff correctly. How you can't mix concrete correctly? Why can't they take certain tests? It should be like this. And especially, they've never taken consideration, like today, it's going to be warm, a lot of moisture in the air, And Chicago today, the moisture is very, very, very small, about 3%, the water in the air. Here, it's going to be 83%. So when you're mixing your stuff, and the stuff has to set up to dry,
But do you think they didn't do the calculation? They didn't do the...
Yeah, it is because each day, when you mix it, I knew this guy, I knew the family, this guy Mike Pepper, security.
Every day they have different mixing. They don't care, huh?
We're by an ocean, and the tropical conditions, and the stuff's wet, and when you're laying it, and it's high humidity, sometimes 100%. It's different than when it's dry. It's dry real fast. I used to do curbs when I was 17 years old. I worked for some crazy Italian mafia guy. He had all the contracts for the curbs. $10 an hour. That was great money. It took me 2 months to get my money, and he gave me $5 an hour. Yeah, real asshole guy. I threw a firebomb through the window of his car, and I cut all his tires. I don't know. Go ask them. What time is it?
10 to 9.
10 minutes to 9. 8, yeah. 8:50. Oh, she got a class.
She's teaching.
A little bit. She's around. She had 5 students. You can't live on 5 students. I used to have 1,000 students and 800 students years ago.
But it's okay that she did something.
That's just the way. She don't follow me. That's the problem. Like you said about
Why she
people.
don't follow you?
Because I spoiled her.
What?
Spoiled her. Spoiled. The way it is when they take advantage. No.
Hey, what are you doing? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, yeah.
What time, Gina? You're gonna pick her up. Yeah, you pick her up. Don't drop her.
How old is your daughter?
My second daughter, 11.
The small one, you do it.
Yeah, yeah. My oldest from first baby mother just turned 17.
But she has another mother. Ah,
Yeah.
with her you have one.
Yeah. I got two baby mothers here.
But the older one is also living in a truck.
Yeah.
Your first wife.
Yeah. I never became a wife. I don't want her to be a wife. That, I believe the Bible. You don't need a paper. The Bible, nobody need a paper. That's just a government thing. What I need a paper for? You know what I mean? I want to make a baby. Yeah, I'll take care of my baby. It doesn't even take care of the woman. They have a right to work.
But she lived with you, right?
The first one. The first one was just a bunch of drama. I never got the wedding paper because I don't do this. They want this amount.
No, what I mean is your daughter lived with you.
The second one.
Only the second one. Only this one.
Yeah. The oldest, no, the mother doesn't give me no rights. She only wants money. She's a pig. She fucked a lot of guys. She used to be decent looking. Now she's an old whore. She's an old whore. A lot of them. When you send her to town, you've been here 20 years. They were decent looking. They go with the foreigners. They doll up, pretty, this and that, and they quiet their mouth. That was the good ones. Then they go home and they complain. But in public, they dress nice. They're polite. You got sugar candy. You got some candy on your arm. You get a lot of them. But then difficult. The person that Peter Wayne guy told me years ago. I always had good-looking girlfriends. I don't have a lot of girlfriends, and I'm not playboy. I had really fine-looking women, and their bodies tight, everything else tight. They were pretty good. Well, the problem, he said, they look too good, and they got education, and they smell good. I said, Peter, I had a conversation. I said, I'm tired of driving these stinky, mostly it was Chinese women, their bodies stink. I have a van, I pick them up in the morning, and they stink of body odor, and they wear the same clothes. But he goes, they have money. I'm like, yeah, I know they have money. They don't buy clothes, they don't buy deodorant, they don't brush their teeth. They live a bunch of people, and they make $100 or $200 a day doing nails. And they save all their money. But I gotta drive them around. They're not giving me a tip, they're not paying me. I'm a part of this company thing, and where's my money? You know what I mean? So that he goes, well, why don't you go with yourself a woman that goes to work? I'm like the ones I was with, most of them, they're accountants. Okay? Things like that. And I don't match with an accountant. Okay? Same when I came to Vietnam. 4 girlfriends and 2 baby mothers. Economic. Yeah.
Not too young for me. I don't know. But I agree with you. Why we should stay? You get a good one, a nice one, friendly. Oh, but what I like is what your wife has to say. She speaks English. Even she cannot listen to you, but you can have a conversation. You can tell your story.
Her is in two ways back and forth. She's pig-headed.
Oh yeah. But they all have that.
One-sided.
Like my son. She always say to me, she say, when I tell her something, she say, I know. When I tell her something, I know. That means she know it already. But when I tell her I want to explain her something, she say, I know. But you know what I say sometimes? I say, fuck, you know everything, but you know nothing.
That's her.
I gave up on that. Like last week I go to climb the mountain, Saturday, Sunday. I go to the mountain. We have 3 mountains. So I go climb the mountain and with my friend. But I have shoes at her house. I gave her away because I don't want to have too many shoes. You know what I mean? Get them from my friend. So, but the shoes I gave to her, I needed for to climb the mountain because they were higher, you know. But okay, that one she sold already. But the other 2 were old. I don't use them anymore. Give them.
Oh, she's so good.
No, that's good. That's good. That's why I give it to her.
Yeah.
I better use somebody else use it.
Yeah.
Give it away. Or,
Yeah, give away.
no,
Yeah.
or sell it, whatever. And she can use the money anyway. So.
Yeah.
I said, which shoes you still have? She sent me a photo of a pair of shoes. One brown, one gray. So I called her. I said, do me the brown one, put them, because she went out. I had to pick them up the other day. So I come there. I said, put the brown for me. Okay. And she speaks English. I come there, what is standing there? The gray one.
Wow.
So I was in state to call her, angry, and you know what I did? I said, forget it, take the gray one. Don't say anything. I don't say anything. And that makes me much more relaxed. You know what I mean? And every time I do like that, and also, she said, for example, your son cannot go to the beach today with me because he did something wrong or whatever. They always have something, but I know he liked to go in.
How old's your son?
12.
Oh, okay.
So what I do, I go to the gate and I call, ring the bell. It's 5:30. Almost sure that he is home then, you know. 4 o'clock is still. And then he